Hey guys, it is Friday, March 7th, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. So we are here for the second live stream of the month of March, which is themed with free VST compressors. Let me silence this phone. Do not disturb. All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. We got some more free compressors for today. So the free VST plugins for today are as follows. So first up, we have Katalnikov from Tokyo Dawn Records. This is a very clean digital compressor. We're going to look deeper in a few minutes. Then we have Molotov from the same developer, Tokyo Dawn Records. And then we have Fetish from Analog Obsession. I am tired. And last up, we have Lala from Analog Obsession. So let's look at the websites real quick. This link. So this is the Tokyo Dawn Records website for Katalnikov, and you see here we have Mac and PC compatibility. VST2, VST3, AAX, and AU. So even Pro Tools compatibility right off the bat. So for Molotov, similar thing, same layout, same compatibility. So we have Fetish from Analog Obsession. So when you go to the link on Analog Obsession, you'll be on their Patreon page. Support them if you can via Patreon. Also, they're offering, I should say, a bundle within the Fetish line. So we have Fet Snap, Fet Drive, and then we have Fetish, which is the compressor. So you want to look for Fetish right here, and then just scroll down to right about here. And we have the downloads, and they have all the installers for Fetish, Mac, Windows, and Windows Zip, depending on how you want to install it. And then they have Fet Drive and Fet Snap if you want to check those out. They're all free. So let's jump to, Lala was the last one. Lala, Analog Obsession once again, similar deal. This one is just, this page is just focusing on this compressor. So you have the download installers there, Mac and PC compatible, and information about the compressor. All right, so from here now, let's jump to the DAW so we can go through some examples. So like I've been doing, we have a little audio arrangement here. You guys heard it earlier this week. Matter of fact, let's do a quick demo of what you guys heard this week. I think this week you guys heard high strings, mid strings, this Pizzy right here and the piano. So let's demo what you heard on Wednesday, and then we'll hear where it's at now. All right, so this is an arrangement that I'm working on for a show. Hopefully you guys heard that. But anyway, here is the full arrangement as it stands right now. All right, so that's something that I'm working on for a TV show. So let's look at starting out with what we got. Started out with Katelnikov. So we have Katelnikov here. It's a very clean compressor. So they're not trying to emulate anything. It's not adding anything. This has a lot of great features. So right off the bat, you can right click in any blank area and you'll see you get the options to resize. And there's some other options here. So let's resize this, make it bigger. And as far as the interface, it's pretty straightforward. So over here, we have a low pass filter. Sorry. Over here, we have a high pass filter to allow the compressor to not overreact to the low end of whatever you're feeding into it. So you can filter out some of the low end that the compressor is listening to when it's reacting based on the settings you have in. So over here we have the threshold, we have peak crest, we have a soft D, we have ratio, we have the attack, we have release peak, and we have release RMS. Over here we have the makeup gain, we have the dry wet, and we have output gain. There's bypass, and there is a delta button. The delta allows you to listen to the difference, basically what the compressor is actually doing. So you're not going to hear the dry and the wet. You're just going to hear what the compressor is actually doing. In Reaper, we actually have that built in. So for every plugin, you can actually listen to the delta to hear what it's actually doing, what that sounds like. So also we have this not unique, we have this cool feature where if you click this question mark button, you can hover over any dial or section and it's going to give you a readout of what that thing is. You'll get a tooltip information on what you're hovering over and what it does. Down here we have stereo sensitivity, and it'll tell you what exactly that is doing. So you have that, you can set those settings, slope, frequency for the high pass filter, and all that good stuff. Everywhere you hover, it will give you a tooltip with a brief explanation of what that does. There are presets. I'm trying to remember if this does mid-side. It does. So click on stereo and you have mono, stereo, some difference, left, right. Some difference is mid-side. So difference is the sides, some is the middle. So very full featured, very clean, very reliable compressor. Straightforward, great features. It's a great utility compressor. So I have that on the staccato strings that comes in. And next up, let's look at Molotov. So where do I have that? Here we go. Molotov is on the piano. So, we have, once again, this is from Tokyo Dawn Records, so we have similar features. So I'm gonna right click and I'm going to resize it, get it a little bit bigger. And we have the same thing here, bypass, delta. We have threshold, makeup, attack, release, all the basic stuff. Once again, there's a filter here for the signal that the compressor is listening to. Ratio is here, gain reduction meter here, you see it reacting. And once again, this one is just stereo and mono modes only, so no mid-side. And also a difference with this is this delta knob, this knob here, not a delta knob, it's a knob that's gonna give you different character. So the big thing about this compressor is that it is not a clean compressor. It does add a lot of character. If you're really paying attention, you will hear how much character it adds. And once again, there's that question mark button that will give you the tooltips. So for this character knob here, we have alpha, beta, and sigma modes. And the tooltip gives you all the detailed explanations, but it's going to add character. And depending on which mode you are on, alpha, beta, sigma, it will be different how it is saturating and coloring your sound. So that's pretty much it for Molotov. Next up, let's go to Fetish. So Fetish, it is a 1176 style compressor. This is what they are emulating. So if you know anything about that, you'll understand what that means. I'm not gonna go into the detail of that. This one does have extra features that a traditional 1176 does not have. So over here, we have high pass filtering, and they also have some mid-range stuff over here. And we have your input and output. They have attack, release, ratio, and mix. So the slam button is the all in button, which if you know what an 1176 compressor is, you'll understand what that means. Look it up. But that's basically your all in button. This interface is resizable. We get gain reduction. What sound is this? Piano. This is on the staccato strings that comes in right here. So you see it reacting there based on my settings. So this one is meant to have a very fast attack, and then you can set your release, but it is very fast. They like using this on drums. You can use it on vocals. You can get some snappiness out of it depending on the settings, but it's characteristically has a very fast attack, and that's why one of the reasons why people like to use this. They like to do a famous combination of this one followed by the other one that I'm going to look at. So 1176 into a LA2A. That's a very popular combination. So next we're going to look at the LA2A. But this one is pretty straightforward, Mac and PC compatible. It is resizable. This one does have oversampling. So if you hit the analog obsession badge right here, you notice it says oversampling turned on. So yeah, that's that. All right, let's look at the last one for today, and that's the Lala, which is emulating an LA2A, another famous hardware device from the physical hardware days in the studio. So with this one, it just naturally has a slower attack, and there's really no settings for that. You're just gonna turn up the peak reduction based on how much gain reduction you want to see here, and then you turn up the gain to recover, get some gain recovery, makeup gain basically. Over here we have a high pass filter to make sure that the compressor is not overreacting to the low end if you desire that. And then they have some mid-frequency stuff here. I'm not sure what that's for. Check out the manual. I usually don't mess with that. The next unique thing about this one is it has compressor and limiter mode, so you can switch the modes. There's a power on and off button, and like the last one, you click the analog obsession badge right here, and you see it switches and it turns oversampling on and off. So they have oversampling built in. Most of analog obsession stuff is like that. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you're looking for compressors, definitely check those out. The link is in the description. It'll take you to this blog page where you can check out and download those plugins. There is also a link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your PC works along with your DAW, the internal parts of your computer works along with your DAW to help you do what you do as a music producer, songwriter, whatever your function is in music production. Do it smoothly, do it effectively, do it quickly without any interruptions and distractions. No clicking, no popping, no audio dropouts, stuttering, program freezing, crashing all the time. You definitely want to check out that series. It'll help you understand. It's a series of about 5 or 6 videos. It'll help you understand how everything works, what supports the different parts of what you're doing in music production, to make sure that if you're having an issue, you can kind of pinpoint what's causing the issue. Do I need more RAM? Do I need more CPU power? What type of CPU do I need? Do I need something with more cores? What's the speed per core that I need for my CPUs? Hard drive space, RAM, all that good stuff. So it kind of breaks all those parts down and how they all correlate and work together to give you a smooth experience when you are producing music. So you can make an intelligent decision when you are trying to upgrade or buy a nice rig to help you produce music production smoothly. Next up, there's a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do weekly, multiple times a week. If you're looking for more free VST plugins, definitely check out that playlist. The link is in the description, and it'll open you up to a lot more videos that I do. So if you're looking for more videos, there's about 300 and almost probably 380 videos there. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, 100% free, definitely check out that link in the description. And there is also a link in the description for my new series that I started this year called 52 Weeks of Reaper. So if you look, with that, I am releasing a new video every week for 52 weeks, focusing on features in Reaper. It's tired. I'm getting tired, guys. It's late. I'm trying to think. So check out that series. It's an ongoing series. It's going for the whole year, 52 weeks. We're up to, I think, week 10. Week 10's video should be releasing tomorrow. So we are rolling along with that series. So if you want to check that out and understand and see what makes the Reaper digital audio workstation such a very, very crucial tool in music production, check out those videos so far. It is a great series, amazing information about Reaper's rich feature set. All right, guys, that's it. I'm done rambling. Check back next week as we continue to dive into the theme for this month, which is themed with free VST plugin compressors. It's a bunch of compressors to look at for this month. All different types, multi-band, stylistic ones, weird ones, very clean ones, very saturation style plugins, and also what is that called? A lot of emulations also. So I am fumbling my words because I am tired, but thanks for watching, guys. And as always, you'll see me in the next video.